Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 29 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Walk 54. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And He'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, and he's going to go down again. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. It's caught by Mark Ingram, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They run. It's Mark Ingram. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it. You got it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson being chased out left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, high 7.
On second and 9, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Ready. Waiting. Hey, check. Got it easy. Coming up to you. I'm coming.
On first down, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stop your whining.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 48.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill doing it himself from 9 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What's good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 72 yards, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Kamara try the right side. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield. We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be third down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw is Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A.J. Klein drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Play fake. Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. There. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jihad Ward in on the tackle. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possession.